What's going on, you guys? Today we're gonna be in my uncle's barbershop. Give my older brother a low, mid-taper fade, whatever you want to call it. Let's get into it. Alright guys, so getting into the haircut, the first thing you guys want to do before anything is prep the hair. Combing it down, brushing it down, picking it out, whatever it may be, depending on what hair you're cutting. It's always important to keep the hair laid down so you can see what you're cutting and what you're not cutting. Coming into the first step, set up that bald guideline. And for this type of haircut, I'd say is like a low taper, mid taper. You'd start at the bottom of the top of the ear, if that makes sense. And for the second step, you want to go with that lever open. The lever open is with the lever all the way down, cuts the most hair. And as you're using that, you slowly want to close the lever and going down at the same time. You never want to have the lever closed and going up. Then you're gonna make a guideline that's gonna be really hard to take out, or you're just gonna make the fade higher than it needs to be. And for this third step, the one guard open, you want to do the same thing. Start off open and then progressively go down as you close the lever. And remember to always brush the hair down after you cut it so you can see what still needs to be cut. Coming into this next step with just a half guard open, you're gonna do the same thing. Start open, progressively get lower with the guard. And these two steps right here on your, there's no wrong way to cut hair. You can interchange them. You can change all these steps to your liking. It just comes with experience. This is just my way of doing it. And with this 1.5 guard, we're gonna keep it open as well. Go up about a finger's width, about an inch. Do the same thing, start with it open, progressively get lower with closing it, and you're going down at the same time, taking off some bulk. And throughout the video, you'll see me change change guards. Like right here, I just went back down to the 1 to get that line out, softening it up for when I actually, go in and take it out. But you'll see me change guards to a lower guard to get that line out, soften it out. And right here, I'm back to the half guard, getting the line out some more. Yeah, just flicking it out. It's all about the flick. You never want to go too high up or else you're going to change the whole entire haircut. Now for this, the 2 guard, the 3 guard, and the 4 guard, the later guards I'm using in these videos, these are all optional depending on how the person wants their haircut. But I'm blending his fade up into the hair up top. Some people, just like right here, the 3 guard open, this is all optional depending on what type of haircut he wants. But if they want it like this, fade it up to the top, you gotta progressively get higher with the guards. And it's the same process. You put on a higher guard, start open, then close it slowly, blending the bulk into the fade. But now usually people with the taper fades, they usually have like long hair up top and then just the fade. But with a haircut like this, you want to also use the higher guards to blend it into the top hair. And right here, we're taking out the guidelines, as in going with a lower guard, flicking out into the points of the guideline. And I'm gonna show in a second here on a clip of what I'm talking about, a closer look. Right here, I have the half guard going into that guideline between the open and the 1 or the 1.5, like in between. Like, I'm gonna show you in a second right now what I'm talking about. I'm gonna point at them in a clip. So as you can see, those guidelines that I'm talking about, the ones I pointed at, the bald guideline, the guideline between the open and the 1. Here, I'm kind of freehanding it with no guard, using the corners. And when you're doing freehand or detailing with no guard, you want to use the corner. Never use the full blade to detail. And here, like I said before, it depends on the haircut. If it's a haircut like this, like waves or something like this, you want to blend it into the top. So you use those bigger guards to get that hair blended into the fade right. Here I'm just brushing down the hair to get that line up, set the C-cup. And this was more of a mid-taper, I'd say, because only half the C-cup is still there. I gave him a little higher haircut just for the longevity of it, but a higher fade, I mean. But yeah, as you can see, like there's still like bulk up top, and I go back later to fix that up, like all the way up at the top. But here, starting at the back, as you can see, he has a lot of bulk up top where it was circled. He has a lot of bulk that needs to be taken down. And when I'm starting on the back, what I usually like to do is I line up the side, the back of the head that I already cut. Like I already faded that side of the head, so I line up that side of the head to go to the back. If that makes sense. Like you see here, I faded that side, so I'm lining up the behind the ear and all that. And then basically when you're cutting the back of the hair, it's all the same steps. On any haircut, it's the same steps. You start with the bald guideline, and then the no guard, open, the one, you know, it's all the same. Yeah, like I said, it's all the same steps. And on the back, you can see there's a lot more bulk up top. Like it's a visible line of bulk, and I'm gonna go back in. And when I'm gonna go in later, you'll see in a little bit that I'm gonna go take that bulk out. But yeah, all same steps, nothing different. I'm kind of just going in with no guard, lever open, doing some slight detail work in the back, taking out some heavy spots. And coming in right here with the half guard, I did accidentally go up too high because I was focused on whether or not the camera could see what I was doing or not. You'll see it right here. Yeah, right here I made where is it at? Yeah, I already did it. Yeah, I accidentally went up too high, trying to see if the camera was still like focused on him. But you know, I ended up going back in later, and well, yeah, I'm going back in right now, fixing it. As you can see, yeah, it's a bulk line that I made, so you know, everything's fixable. Everything is fixable, I meant to say. But yeah, off camera, I finished the rest of it in the back. You can't really see it too well in that clip, but yeah, I ended up finishing the whole back. And for the side, it's the exact same thing as the other side. Nothing changes, you know, same step. You're going with the bald guideline, then you're going with the the no guard open, and the 1.5, 2, 3, 4, and so on. You know, everything's the same. Nothing changes. Here I'm going in, lining up the hair, the C-cup. I usually save that for last, but some people first start off by debulking, then lining up so they know what area they're working on. But me personally, I like to do the fade, line it up, and then do my detail work after. And right here, I'm lining up the back of the ear, the back of the neck, you know, all that good stuff. Then right here, I'm coming in, lining up his beard a little bit. This was before I did the razor work, just getting out the main hair off of his neck, off of his chin, lining up making the shape of how I want the beard, how he wants it, you know, lining up the mustache. You know, it's very important when somebody has facial hair, you want to be very precise with it, because facial hair is one of the first things you look at when you look at somebody with a haircut, you know. But yeah, guys, that's gonna wrap up the cut. I did not get to finish the cut on camera, so what you guys seen was not the end result. I did go back in, touch it up a little bit, you know, razor work, you know, things like that. Do the edge up. I didn't get to get, you know, the edge on camera, but you know, that's basically the foundation to any haircut. It's all the same. It's same steps, same routine, same guidelines, all of that, you know. Just might be a different shape, but yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope some of you guys learned, you know. So stay tuned for the next one.